Hello everyone. Whoops, I have the FF14 stuff up. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Minecolonies. This is a pre-record and not a stream because I've just been having a lot of issues with being awake lately. Believe it or not. Part of that I do think is that I'm trying some new stuff with my diet. And so, you know, that's gonna affect things, you know. Because, you know, what you put into your body is, like, really important, actually. And so when you change that up, your body's like, what the frick? You know? And it doesn't know what the frick to do about it. So, there's that. But that aside, I've just, I've only been doing this for a couple of minutes while I was setting up. But I've been, you know, working on clearing all of this out. This is mainly like, I got on to do this because, like, I really, you know, I need to clear all of this stuff out still. But then I was like, you know, I haven't done streaming in a little while here because of, you know, my freaking sleep. So I thought now would be a good time to at least do a pre-record so that people can know, you know, what's going on and whatnot. I am very clearly going to need to move that beacon at some point. You may notice that when I get over here, my haste goes away. So, there's that. But yeah, I'll have to, like, move the beacon and stuff like that at some point. This isn't what I'm gonna, like, focus on the pre-record anyway. So, I just figured I would get it kinda, you know, I would just do a little bit of work at least. So, also, I just always end up, like, wanting to play Minecraft / a Modpack. After watching, you know, like Zine and Sparkles. And I was literally just watching them. So, but yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have to move the beacon at some point. You know, so that I can get some of this stuff taken care of. Not on Silk Touch anymore, of course, but it's fine. But yeah, I gotta, you know, take care of all of this, really. You know, I don't yet know, how, you know, I'm gonna, like, manipulate this area and, like, flatten it and stuff. But I'm working on that, you know, I'm trying to kind of think about it, figure it out, all that, so. So yeah. I guess I could just go ahead here and just grab that up right now. And then I can kind of move it over here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. I think I did that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Cool. It fits almost perfectly. Or I guess it does fit perfectly. I still love that we did, in fact, manage to do this. Like, get enough emeralds to make a beacon just entirely out of emeralds, you know? Pew. I think that's awesome. Not beacon, emerald. Haste 2. Cool. So now I will have haste 2 when I come work over here again. You know, as I work on this area. I do think I want to keep this like shape here. So it would probably be something like this, you know? And then like keep that going in that direction. And obviously, you know, I'd have to extend this out too. So, but something for me to consider. Cause like I could just make it come around here, you know? And then like just literally flatten all of this, but I don't know yet. So I'm still thinking about what exactly it is that I plan to do with all of this. But yeah, I'll have to, you know, keep working on it over time. And of course, there's, you know, some amount of like needing to move the lights down. And this does kind of make me want to use torches around here, just because it's way easier to deal with. Because, like, I've got several of these, like, floating mage lights. And it's like, if I dig too much, then they end up too up ahead, or too up above me, for me to, you know, mine easily, and stuff like that. It can just get annoying to some degree. So, but yeah, at some point I will get all this figured out as we build the colony. I will say, I've been watching Zine and Sparkles do MC Eternal 2, and actually get into, like, the Minecolonies stuff. They did not in MC Eternal 1. So it's kind of been nice to, like, see them get into it. But what's been real interesting is the way that Zine has been, like, putting together the colony. He's just been doing, like, a flat land, and then, like, just literally putting each building right next to each other. And I'm like, huh, I have never considered doing this. Like, I don't know. I always, like, think about, you know, making it look real nice, you know? And so it's like, you know, he's just kind of putting everything right there, all next to each other, you know, real clumped together. And it's just like, huh, maybe I should consider, you know, something similar the next time I run Minecolonies, you know? Like, if I'm not using, you know, the fortress, right? Which is usually what I do. You know, I usually use the fortress layout. But, you know, we obviously haven't been. So, like, if I'm not going to use the fortress layout, which requires you to, you know, be specific with, like, where you place all your structures and things, maybe that's something I can, you know, consider in my next, you know, thing. But yeah, it's something for me to think about, really. That should make it so that I don't have to worry about accidentally breaking the beacon. So, hopefully, anyway. Also, I am repositioning myself here. Just because I was just kind of noticing that I was kind of off a bit there on my avatar, you know? So I was kind of just in an awkward position there with my, you know, my avatar. So, what I think we will tackle today is we need to consider getting we need to consider getting like stuff upgraded further than we currently have it. There was a part of me that really wanted to like come in here and like do all of the level 3 like residential upgrades, just so that like people didn't have to, you know, sit and watch me go through all of these. But I think instead I have decided that I'm going to do at least a couple of the upgrades here on camera. You know, get a couple of the level 3 residents. And then I might, you know, once, like, you know, I've shown, like, look, this is what you've got to do with the level 3, you know. Then it'll be like, okay, now that, you know, people have seen that, you know, now I can go in and just do it, you know. And then we'll just have some level 3 upgrades next, you know, next time, and maybe some extra colonists and things like that, you know. But regardless, what I am going, regardless of what I do here, you know, I need to get some level 3 upgrades going, right? So let's hit up our balloon here. And we will very quickly see that we need a lot of stuff that is not the easiest for them to currently do. Red terracotta panels. Ooh. Warped stair. That, the red terracotta panels are a tripwire hook. Well, I know I don't have to worry about that, at least. I mean, maybe I do. 88 more red wool, 3 barrels, 2 cauldrons, spruce plank panel, framed white concrete with cut copper, chests, composter, framed glass with orange wool. Yep. Dark oak plank panels, chains, looms, framed spruce plank with orange wool. You know what? Maybe I'll pick a different house to upgrade. There's a lot of stuff there that I don't have. So there's that. Let me think for a moment. Cause I know we need a blacksmith. I don't think we have enough, like, people. Like, I don't think anybody's working here. No. Oh, here's the level 2 well, by the way. So let's go ahead and get this upgraded. 16 cyan brick shingles with birch. Cyan brick. Birch plank. Spruce trapdoor. Red tulip. Mossy stone brick. Stair. Regular stone brick. Mossy stone brick wall. Flower pot. Polished diorite stone brick stair. Glass stone. Let's see. What can I do here? Well, we need the cyan bricks first and foremost. Because we definitely don't have those. Okay, we also don't have cyan dye, which is green and blue. Okay. We have a handful of each, so that's fine. I don't need too many of these right now. In fact, I need 4, to be honest. Because if I go here and I do that, then I get cyan brick shingles. I get 4 each. So yeah, we're good on that. Let's see. What do they say that we need? Flower pot, tulip, spruce trapdoor, and the mossy stone. Spruce trapdoors I actually have. Tulip I can get. Mossy stone brick stairs I can get. Walls. And a flower pot. And then that's apparently it. At least that's what they seem to think, anyway. No availables, no in progress. Whoops, I reloaded the shaders. Hate that I keep doing that. So I guess we'll just trust that they have the other stuff for that, since they're not asking for the other stuff right now. I'm trying to think, because if I upgrade the residences that I do have, I can get them up to level 3. And that will give me more space for people. On the other hand, if I add a few more buildings, then I can bring more people in. You know, if I add a couple more residences, I can bring more people in. which would then allow me to set things up for them to automatically make the resources that I need. Blacksmith's hut. So I'm not sure which one I want to do. Honestly. This is where our crusher is. And I don't believe anybody is working here right now. Oh, never mind. Oh, stonemason, not crusher. Hang on. Stonemason then has some of these recipes. I see. How big is the blacksmith's hut gonna be? Of course now I need stone bricks. Don't you have a stone brick recipe? Did I not teach you a stone brick recipe? I did not. Brick. Now, that does mean she needs stone. And I mean, technically, you know, it wasn't exactly difficult to get the stone bricks, but it's fine. So now, at some point, she'll go make those. Yep, there she goes. Off to work she goes. You can hear her working on it. I'm trying to think. I mean, it's partially going to depend on how big the blacksmith is. Probably pretty big. Metallurgy, excuse me. Blacksmith. But, like, we really do need this. Because this, I believe, is how we get to the mechanic's house. The mechanic's hut. And we definitely need the mechanic's hut. Like, we straight up need the mechanic's hut in order to get some of the Minecolonies stuff. So, I mean, I could make it work. Or I could make it work over here just as easily. Or actually, probably easier. Well, this is interesting. I want to look at this. This is is this actually the front? Where's the front? This is the front. Because it goes up like this to there. So yes, this is the front. So I need to like rebuild this entirely. Okay, well, I'll deal with that in a moment. That should be a good spot for it. uh, it is kind of funny, actually. I don't usually use cobblestone as the marker for like where each structure is. Because usually I prefer to utilize usually I'll use like a different block for it. Because I will usually end up turning the path into cobblestone. Oh. That's like perfect, actually. That's great. Whoops. Like that's actually really great. I love that. That was legitimately like perfect. Fit in with everything else that was here, you know. Cool. Furnace. Crafting table. That might be all I need. I guess we'll find out. So let's have the blacksmith hut get worked on. See, I'm wishing I had lined this up better. But it's fine. But here we go. Well, level 3. Small well 3 dot blueprint is done, as you can see. So technically we don't actually need this anymore because the structure is completed. So I removed that. But yeah, nice little well, complete. Blacksmith hut is being worked on. So that's good.
Awesome.
Clearing out the space for it right now. Let's go double check our university. Let's see, what can I upgrade? A golden apple. To get that resistance. I don't really need consume arrows at the moment. I need to get a smeltery to get these. And I need to upgrade the barracks to level 3. But I can't do that until I get the ooh, block play speed faster. The mechanics hut. I need level 3 blacksmith for the mechanics hut. Really? That's insane. I need iron ore blocks. I guess I have them. Rock and roll. Unlock Crusher's hut. Unlock Brickyard. Honestly, we kind of need both of those too. So maybe that'll be the next ones we get. But let's get block play speed, because then they'll be able to build faster. Getting that blacksmith up is going to be kind of insane, though. This one might be blocks of iron. I need 4 blocks of iron. And then maybe the 56 cobble shingles. Because I don't remember if the stonemason can do those. Let's go check before I make them. Blocks of iron I know I'll need. And luckily I can just do that. Yeah, cobblestone extra and oak planks. So, crafting table. And furnace. Which I am not surprised that they need. Diorite stairs. I'm gonna guess that's for this. Alrighty. That's taken care of. So we'll let them work on that. I don't think I have any free space. If I am thinking correctly. I don't, like, I think all of my resident slots are currently used up. 37 out of 37. So yeah, I need more housing. Which again, do I get more houses or do I level my current residences up to 4 or up to 3? Which will, like, give me, you know, however many extra spaces. Let's see what it takes to upgrade the medieval birch. That doesn't seem as bad. In fact, a lot of this looks like it's probably already automated. Bone blocks. Frame stone, birch logs. Higher level residents expect regular meals. Huh. I see. Can I put... Voice crack. Can I put a house here? Like, is there enough space? No. Not even if I rotate it. It may look like it right now, but that's because it's forward. I would have to push it backward to here. And then, yeah, see, it digs in over here. Unless we switch packs. Because if we switch packs... Is it the alt residence? No, this is along the wall. Okay. I was thinking one of the residences in the fortress didn't have a wall to it, but it does not. That one's up against the wall. What about Athens? Villa? That's big. Oh, that's big. Residence. That's also pretty big. Rural resident? That, nope. Estate. Obviously, that one's going to be huge. Alright. I was thinking that I remembered that one being, like, all massive. Apartments. Main residence. Huh? Goodwin? What am I looking at? Huh? Graha? I think these are meant to be built like right next to each other. That's why there is this like path here. And there's the end, which is these Q black. There's a guard tower built right into this. Huh. Stark. Once again, another guard tower built right into the residence. That's interesting. I would almost be curious to try it if it didn't require its own whole thing there. You know? Like, clearly that is not going to work for what we want. Suppose we could just do another Littleton residence. You know? Probably even build a couple of these right here. Let's see. Does it actually fit into this area? No. I didn't think so. Like, if I got rid of the road right here. But I don't really want to do that. I kind of prefer that there be more than one block on the edges. So even Littleton is kind of too small for this area. I just have a really bad spot right here. And, like, I just can't build anything here. Unless... Is that going to dig in here? Sort of. Okay. You know? It kind of works. It kind of works. Like, yes, it technically goes into this hill, but I could simply contour the cobblestone to go along this section. What I don't like necessarily is how far apart this is going to be from the other stuff. Like, over here it looks fine. Also, my freaking voice is cracking all over the place. Since this isn't connected to anything. What? I would have figured dirt would be right up here and all of this stuff, but it's not. Oh, because I have E. I see this. Is this the freaking... I think I know what all of that is. This is that one area that I ended up, like, needing to use the sponge to fill in, I believe. I did all of that off camera because it was an absolute mess of me, like, going in and, like, putting the sponge down and then, like, having to, you know, because we've only got, what, 2 sponge? And so I kept having to, like, place it down, go back to the nether to dry them off, you know. And it was super, super annoying. Alright, so that's the water underneath there. So at some point, I'll probably want to go down there and fix that, you know? I do wish there was a way to tell it, like, build the structure at this level. So you don't have to build this, then build this, then build this. Like, that to me is kind of the annoying part. It's like, okay, I need a level 2 residence, right? So, like, why can't I just tell it, build me a level 2 residence? Like, why can't I tell it, like, why do I have to tell it, rather? Build a level 1 residence. Now upgrade to level 2. Now upgrade to level 3, you know? Why can't I just start at freaking level freaking 2, you know? Furnace, chests, crafting table. Furnace, I believe it was 2 chests. Crafting table. Um, 9 stone and 20 diorite slabs. Interesting. Diorite. Stone. Just gonna grab a handful of each, because I know they're gonna need all of this stuff over again, you know? So, because I think the miner uses some of that in some way. I don't remember. So, ah. I hope that's not too bothersome to people. That I think I've mentioned it before, but like I have a dehydration problem because I don't drink enough water. And you know, we'll just drink. Oh, excuse me, just drink water, forehead. Um, except that it's not that simple. I mean, it is, but it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Also, I did the shift to get in here thing. And I can't do that to get back out. I like did. Yeah. Cool. Glitching. I love it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah. Cool. I was debating if I want to just build that or if I want to freaking go through the trouble of dig. Huh? Okay. Basic field. This is the Minecolonies original field. Let's see. Simple fountain. Ooh. Hey. That could be cool. I mean, it's a slightly different size. And also, it's probably meant to be embedded. Oh, it is. It is actually a slightly different size. Housing? Player mansion? Aw. Yo, wait. No, never mind. I was thinking I recognized this structure, but I didn't. I mean, it's kind of similar, but it's not. There's a structure in the Christmas set that I have not been able to figure out what it is. Red Mini Market. Ha! Yeah, that do be a mini market. That's cool, actually. I mean, does it fit? Like, if I put it here, it fits. It's a little mini market. I don't think I'd want to put it here, to be honest. But it is an idea, something for me to think about. And yes, I am aware, obviously, that this is Minecolonies' original pack. Also, that's the freaking one of the structures that can spawn. But yeah, like I am aware, obviously, you know, that this is Um, I love it. And I mean, it is the right size to fit right here in between all of the lights. Let's do it. Also, I saw that it needed, I think, 2 chiseled stone blocks. Which is annoying to make. Okay. Statue weight is in progress. But that's awesome, and I love that, and I'm going to make that. Definitely going to need some of the resources, I'm sure. Maybe? Stone. Yeah, probably going to need the chiseled stone brick then. Which I'm surprised hasn't come up yet. Same with the stone brick, actually. I know that there was some stone brick involved as well. So we'll just add a stack of each of these, and that should help. Did I have an easy way to convert these into stone? I don't believe so. Okay. Now, it looks like there isn't any easy ways to turn these into stone. It's just throw it into the furnace. I was thinking of giving them more, like, clean stone. And I think I will give them a little bit extra. I can always convert mine cobblestone into clean stone. You know, some other way. So. Oh dear. What happened here? I see. Storage. I'm taking 2 because I probably need to upgrade wherever the moss is. Since I saw that as well. Or if I even have a spot for it. Right there. So then we put the moss blocks in. Did I have a spot for the vines? I wonder. I wonder. I don't think I have a spot for vines. Which does kind of make sense. Because why would I think that I would need a spot for a block like vines?
Time to go to sleep.
Which is funny because I have a spot for the freaking weeping and twisting vines, but not regular vines, apparently. Also, I have two spots there that are empty, and I'm not entirely sure what I was going to put there. But also there's the experience gems, which are also in the same boat. Oh. Good lord. There's even more netherrack. Here's more netherrack. Here's more netherrack and experience gems. In fact, we've got some of the big experience gems. Here's the vines. Is that's quartz pillar. Okay. More experience gems. Did I not have a spot for feathers? And what about jungi saplings? Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't have any. I didn't have any jungle saplings. I remember that now. Here. Greater experience gem can go there. What you need? Stone brick stairs. Stone brick stairs. How much can this hold? I wish I had some idea. Quantify key. No. That just gives me the number. Drawer key. Is this an upgrade? Fill level upgrade. Requires repeaters. I got 2. Okay. I mean, this is at 5,000. That's at 37,000. They both got the same thing. So, it's fine for now. Ooh, my dirt's getting a little full, though. Good to know. All right. Now that that's taken care of. That was a slight issue there, but it's fine now. I remember getting an essence of undeath. I believe it was only one. Oh, I see. I don't. These are oak. I don't need those. I can't recycle it, so. Nope, more experience gems. Yeah! Essence of Undeath. I knew I had one. It's exactly one. So we can finally do something with this. And now that we have one, I believe we can get more over time. So what we want to do is want to craft some dark marble. So we'll start with that. I'm gonna put that over here. And then I suppose there are slab, stair, wall for all of this. So let's just go ahead and make that. Just because it's a lot easier to have everything put it, you know, in here. I did get some stairs of another marble type, I believe. Also just got like source stone blocks in here that I apparently didn't have a spot for. Which I thought I did. I thought that I went and made room for all those, but I guess not. Why? Why you put that in there? Don't put it in there. I swear I had another type of, like, marble stair. Yeah, these ones, green. So let's do that, so that we have a spot for that. Because there's white, there's blue, there's green, there's carmine. Interesting that the blue actually requires lapis. This is red sand? That's interesting. Slab, stair, wall, slab, stair, wall. I don't need stair here because I already did that. Here, since I put green, let's start with green. Even though it should be white, but, you know, I didn't realize where that was. And I guess we'll run over to this side. And start from here, I guess. If I'd realized there were so many, I would have put them together. And I still might, like, move those over here. In fact, I think I can just straight up do that. If I, like, come to the back here. That's green. That's black. Okay. I actually don't know which that was. I think this was... Because this is green. So one of these is white and one of these is blue. That one is white. Okay. That one's white. This one's blue. That's green. Cool. So now I've got all of that together. So let's put the Essence of Undeath here. And then we're going to take our 4 dark marble here that we have. And we're going to make the Subaraki's Grave. Now, I'm doing that just because that's the one I like. I'm not doing that for any specific reason. I forget. Did I have a spot for this somewhere? I don't want to put it into here and then find out that I had a spot somewhere. Well, I guess we just hope that I didn't. I mean, it might also be over here. I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing the grave dust anywhere, so I might not have. Oh my gosh, for the experience gems. Why are you going in there? I don't know why the experience gems are still going in here, despite having them in the other spot. But whatever. Okay, so grave, right? We go ahead and bring this down here. Hope I got all of those. And I didn't just cause myself an issue. Alright, so we now have a grave. And that's good because we need that. Sort of. If we want to get into any of this freaking co-rail stuff anyway, we do. So, what I do need to do is open this menu. I have 3 points. So, We can get more speed if we want. Improve potions. Improve stability. Rune inscriber. Memento Mori to save experience. Oh yeah, scribe. This is what I'm looking for. So I need to go down the rune inscriber route. I think I need 5 here to get one of these. So okay. So now we have to wait. Eventually, this thing will spawn a dude bro. And when that dude bro spawns, I will be able to get stuff from him. There's also some other benefits to that as well. Once we're there. So, but that's something for a later time. Let's go double check our structures. This is still being upgraded, okay. This is still being built over here, but it is getting done. Hey! There he is. Look at that man. Look at that man. I love it. It's just awesome. I don't know. How about our university? How are we doing with that? Have we had any... They have begun to investigate. Okay. They haven't finished yet. It does take like an hour to research, if I remember correctly, so that's not too surprising. Oop. Hey, it actually pushes you off now when they place a block down. So that's interesting. At least if it's a full block. Yep. Cool. So she's working on that. What about the blacksmith? How was that going? Oh, that was over here. And it is going. So I don't know why those lights were all the way the frick up there. There was probably something here that was, you know, way up there. Hey, blacksmith done. Awesome. So they can make the iron mesh eventually. Being that they are the blacksmith, they can make oop, I think I ran out of recipe space. Nope, it just didn't ding when I put that one in. Cool. Very cool. They can also do a block of iron. Or not. Huh? I mean, they have the space for it. Eh? Blacksmith, right here. Like, it's right there. It says it right there. Blacksmith. Okay. Whatever you say, game. Whatever you say, game. Unless maybe it already has it? No? I have no idea why it won't let me add that. Very strange. They've got a crafting table. I was just thinking, like, maybe it needs to be higher level. Why is there a fence right here that's 2 blocks tall? Or that comes down 2 blocks, rather. Okay. Let's see. Anything that I need to do. Grindstone, cauldron, crafting table, blocks of coal. Grindstone. Cauldron. Blocks of coal. Crafting table. Honestly, I'm surprised they haven't given that recipe to anybody, the crafting table. Oh my gosh. Eh! Eh! So many glowing lights. I don't know if I have F7 on or off. F7 being the overlay that shows the light levels. I don't know if I have it on or if I have it off. Okay, I just pressed it twice. Graveyard. House. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's a little dark in here, which is concerning. Man, I keep having the E. Like I seem to always have the E. Here's some oak stairs. I can help there. That wasn't quite how I wanted to go about it, but 3, 2, 1. Well, that's what I got. She doesn't, like, need any stairs, right? She's good on that. Whee! Let's see. I have a lot of oak slabs. Can I do anything with those? Like, I have so many oak slabs. Huh. Wonder why I have so many oak slabs. Like, what the heck did I end up... Like, why did I make 365 oak slabs? You know? Whee! That was not as useful as I wanted. Now, the part that concerns me is that it's dark in here. So, let's grab 6 of the torches. And actually, it looks like that was all I needed, was just the one up here. Whoa, Z fighting. Cool. So if I grab these oak doors and I put those down, and then I think she literally just needs, okay, why is this dark over here? Well, we know that we have the light levels on, at least. I believe it was Constance that was building, right? Yeah. Six oak planks, 11 cobble stairs. I mean, I know she has, some of that, but they now understand resistance. I think I'm just going to make all of it. Six oak planks. And then it was what, 11 stairs? I'll just make a stack. Or half a stack or whatever the frick I made. And basically, I can finish up the entire structure for her. This is, in my opinion, one of the best things that they have ever added. The ability to help your builders out like this. I see that. Okay. I believe that's it. I think now she just had to come in and do the final, declaring it's finished kind of thing. Because I think I place all of the torches. Unless, there's a torch or something in here. Nope. I don't see any other torches, which is interesting, because it did say there were 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. There's more torches. I have 1. I'll have to get some torches from their system. Bop. On the back, maybe? Is that it? That might legitimately be it. So yes, I think all she has to do now is come in and declare it's finished. That said, I don't think I checked to see if this was the bottom floor or if that needed to be raised up one. I don't think I actually looked. Because if that's supposed to be embedded in the ground. Oops. Well, it's fine. I'm not gonna bother with that. It's fine. So that will give me one more space. And then I can upgrade it. And then they'll give me another space. So I'll be able to hold 39 colonists once this structure is completed. Excuse me. And then once that is level 2,
Tis a fine afternoon.
Alexei Manchester. He's probably moved on already. Yep. There he is. Come back.
Oh, off to bed I go. So what will it be?
Alexis C. Manchester, rather. Nope. Constance is here for some food.
Is there a problem?
Love for helping me build. So now I gotta wait for that. Iron sword.
If you say so.
Okay. I thought I made an iron sword. I seem to have made a stone sword.
Good night. Right away.
There we go. Okay, then. Don't need any of those. Alright. So with that, I need to go to the university. Boy, I wish Constance would eat so that she can work on that structure. I need her to declare that it is done so that I can then tell her to upgrade it. Technology. Okay. Cool. Professional assistant allows me to get the better hammers. If I get the iron ore, I believe it was 32. This is probably something I will change in my pack to be raw iron instead of iron ore, just because that's kind of annoying. But also, do I have 64 bricks? Almost exactly. Yeesh. Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. Whee! Oh, Constance is done eating, it looks like. So, at any moment, this structure will be declared as finished. But I don't know when. Because it's entirely dependent on Constance getting back over here. Bam! It's done. Coolies. So, okay, this is my stonemason. It would be good to get this upgraded. And I have no idea. Like, are they going to actually need the polished granite? I think they have all of these, except maybe the polished. They do need the crafting table, because that seems to always be a thing that they need. Like, I suppose what I could do, instead of sitting here and having to constantly craft the crafting tables, is I could teach how to make crafting tables That's not. That's a problem. I forget that Minecolonies is kind of stupid about this. And that. And I've directly asked the devs about it too. It's just. They just don't use tags in their recipes. Like the colonists just don't use tags. I will say that when I asked that last time, it was or dictionary. They were like, yeah, no, the colonists don't use or dictionary. And I was like, oh, all right. The frick? I heard that. I mean, I guess they're fine. Nothing got marked. You know? Like, nobody died. There was no, like, warnings of, like, hey. But there was definitely an explosion. I don't know where or what exploded. I mean, probably a creeper, but freaking, I don't know where. Also, this guy had torch and crafting table taught already, which is interesting. Like, I know that they only do, like, for each other, like, for themselves. Like, you can't give these guys a recipe that they will then, like, make for other people. Which is why I'm having to teach torch and crafting table to every single one. Which is really annoying. But even so, I mean, it's just really annoying. Like, I do get that the point is, like, you're supposed to come in and teach these to, like, these people. But, like, I don't have room for crafting table in here yet. You know? I need a bigger sawmill and I need better research. Whoops. Light spell. At least they're not like the Miis from Tomodachi. In Tomodachi Life, you can create like custom ground. But they didn't make it so that you can create custom path, just ground. Which means that your Miis will absolutely complain about, like, not having a path because there's no path. Like, you can't make custom path. So it's like, you can either, like, keep whatever freaking, you can, like, either ignore them or you have to use one of the pre, like, designed path, you know? I still think this is really cool. This was a structure. I don't know if I ever mentioned, but this is part of the Christmas structures. That's just one of the many decorations. And I believe there's like multiple trees that you can get too. So, smooth stone slab. I can, in fact, get you that, actually. But also, it looks like we are in need of pie. I really can't wait till these guys are freaking self-sufficient. It's kind of annoying. Like, I don't have the stuff that I need to, like, have them be self-sufficient yet. So... Actually, I don't even think I can trade that many. Okay. I did need a full stack of that. Tropical? Cool. I don't even know what all I have anymore. It was pork chop, mutton, beef, rabbit. And one of these I could do more than one. I think it was the beef. Because it's... Maybe it's both the beef and the pork chop? Is it only the rabbit that I can only do one thing of? Oh, he just reset his freaking trades. Oh, wait, that's full. Oh my gosh, this guy. He wants all my beef. There we go. Cool. I got 3 stacks. Well, I got 2 stacks of emeralds out of those trades. Not that I really needed that, but, you know. It is what it is. I'm trying to think if I need anything now. Like any specific enchants. Or anything really, like any specific types of villagers. I think saw. Weird that that doesn't come up when I type saw, but okay. Move. Carpenter. Emeralds for torches. Oak log for emeralds. Jungle log. Corrupted log, bamboo, cactus, birch log. Let's do oak log. And then we'll see what his next thing is. Dark oak wood. Okay, I have a good amount of that due to the weird biomes that are here. Spruce saplings. I can give him a diamond axe. To get emeralds. Like what? And at max level, he will sell me pistons and hanging signs. Interesting. That was a lot of torches. Whoopsies. Here. You'll never need torches again. Oh, man. I did not realize I was going to buy that many torches. Whew. That was great. I'm just going to say, like, that was great. Fletching table. And I want to go to professions. I'm trying to think of what else I could need. I might have everything. I might have one of everything. Maybe the weaponsmith? Is there a grindstone here? No. Okay. Well, let's get a grindstone then. Having a trade where I can give them coal would be good. So that I don't have to have like a million tools or whatever. It's all... Every time a sword comes up, it's enchanted. Which is fine, I guess. Kind of hoping for a little less enchanted tool immediately. And I'm out of iron ingots now. Now he needs flint. Probably should have waited for him to level up before I did that. Bane of Arthropods and Tombstone Soulbound. Wow, you suck! Leveled them all the way up, and it's Bane of Arthropods 2 and Tombstone Soulbound. Wow. How worthless. Birch buttons and gravel. Oh, that's interesting. Birch buttons and gravel. It wouldn't hurt to buy a little bit more of that. He does have Starbuncle and Drigme tokens. Thanks. I should have just bought the Drigme tokens, I'm realizing. Because those are the ones I actually need. I don't need more Starbunkles. Oh well. I really got to do something about these guys. Like, I got to give them each, like, their own room that I can, like, send them into, and then, like, they will stay in there, you know? So how about we do... this. Ah. Something like that. And then I need a way for them to go in without being able to get back out, right? So what I'm thinking is that I do this for now. And then what I can do is I'll grab the fletching table. I'll put it in there. And then they can't get out, right? Sir, you are the Mason. You are not the Fletcher. So, good job. Good job getting yourself stuck in there. Ha! Villagers! Nobody ever said they were an intelligent bunch. Also, I don't need it to be that big. Now that I think about it. You know, there just needs to be a light in here, right? Well, since the Mason and the Fisherman are stuck in here, I'm going to grab the Fisherman's barrel and we'll put it there. And then we'll tell him to come through. You're the Fletcher, not the Fisherman. Oh, my lord. Wait, why is there another Fisherman now? Oh, my lord. Freaking link to your work block. Sir? I need you to not do that. You know, start suffocating. I mean. What the? Why are they walking in here? Like, why are they freaking all walking in here? Fletcher. So then what I can do is I can... I suppose I could just leave it like this. He'll be fine. Right? I love villagers so much. They're so cool, and they definitely work perfectly fine with no issues. It's definitely not a pain to work with them at all. And trying to get them each into their own, like, location. You know? Alright. So, what I need from you guys is... I need only the real fishermen to leave. Or to stay, rather. I don't know why there are other fishermen for, but I need the real fishermen. I can't put a boat down because of how many guys there are in here. The fisherman has gotten free. Unfortunately. But maybe this is for the best. I mean, if you really think about it, like, I could put these guys into, like, a 1-block space, right? Because I don't think they actually need their beds. Spin! Get out of here. Get out of here. Yes, obviously I am not the vine sauce. So, you know, I can say spin, but it's not the same, right? Okay, so I already see a minor issue, which is that he wants to stand all the way back there, which means I cannot reach him. Actually, I guess I could do it that way. And then what we do is we get the fishermen to go in there. Darn it! Why did you go on that side? I can't freaking put the boat on that side either. It's okay, we can work with this. I know there are people that will, like, put their villagers into, like, you know, like a 4-block space, basically. Like, you know, like they've got, like, the fletching table, or like a 3-block space. Like, they'll have the fletching table, they'll have, like, the villager over here in the middle, and then, like, a wall. And then, like, it'll be completely blocked off otherwise. I don't even know where to begin with doing something like that. Because, like, that is... That feels like it would take a lot of work to get them to go into the exact spot that you want them to, you know? We can put the fisherman over here. Then put the fletching table over here. Cartographer's table over there. And I'm doing this under the assumption that they are going to go into their little, like, home, you know, areas here once they wake up. Spider? Spiders. Huh. No, don't do that. How rude. See, the issue here is, if I had easy villagers, I could do this a lot better. But also, if I had easy villagers, I wouldn't have to do this. You know? Let's get our blasty furnace. Then we'll get our stone cutter. First off, why are you awake? Like, huh? He was awake and he went to his job block. If I wake you up, will you go to your job block? No. If I wake you up and break your bed so that you can't go back to sleep. What? Where did he go? I guess there was an empty bed. Oh yeah. He went right here. See, this is also partially why I made them, like, bigger. Was so that the bed could fit in. Because that does seem like it would draw them to the spot. But I don't know. Okay, it's not nighttime. So why are all of the villagers asleep then? Pop. I guess that's the answer, is they weren't. They were all just about to wake up. Are you the real fisherman? You're not even a fisherman. You're not even the fisherman. Get out of here. Where's the freaking... Where's the fisherman? Why does the fisherman refuse to link to his block? Like, even when the fisherman was right there, he was refusing to link to it. Nope, I saw that. That's the farmer. Where did the fisherman go? He's over here. He's over here. You want I can build your cage right here? There we go. He just needed some incentive. Although, having done this now, I'm realizing I don't know if that lines up with everything else. So let's find out before I go doing too much more work. Because if I have to move those guys over, you know. Like I can, I just need to know that I need to do that. Yep, I'm gonna need to move them. There we go. Not overly difficult to do, you know. You want I can push you out of the wall? Maybe. Actually, I needed this to be here. Sir? He's really eager for that to be his cage. Like, he is way too excited about the fact that he is going to get caged up. Sir? He went to his block, connected to it, and immediately he left. Like, this is why I don't understand how people do this. And, like, get their, like, villagers into, like, 1-block spaces. Because, like, I can't even get them to go into these gigantic things. You know? Oh. Ha! You're not even the armorer. Where the frick is the armorer? Cartographer? Hey, the cartographer actually wanted to work in his space. If I put this here, is one of my Fletchers gonna actually come to their workstation? Yes. Second Fletcher, get your butt over here. Sir, you're not a Fletcher. Okay. Now, partly why I broke everything was because it's just going to be easier to do it this way. Of course, if I then turn around and break the wrong blocks, I only serve to make it more annoying. like this. But it's fine. Stone cutter, aka Mason. This guy. Thank you. Blast furnace, aka armorer. Thank you. Okay. So we got them taken care of. You grab the loom next. And we'll put it in there. And we'll let him come over to his job spot. And seal him up. Now we're going to grab our smoker. We're going to come over here. And we're going to wait for our butcher that's all the way over there. Come over here. Now let's grab our saw. And we'll wait for our carpenter, who's probably all the way over there, to come over here. No! You fool! I mean, technically, yes, he was the smart one. He didn't fall for the trick. But I don't care. He's a fool for not getting in his cage. Let's grab the cleric next. Ha! You fool! You fell for my trap card! If I see any villagers come over here other than one of my current farmers... Ha ha! You fool! Get out of here. It's not your job. Farmers only. Specifically, diamond rank farmers. Ha ha! You fool! Cool. So this is working. Since we've got that, we won't need this now, because this was just a farm to get a ton of villagers, basically. And now we have that. So then, with that taken care of, send the dirt and thing and the carrots away. Away, away, away. Sir? I mean, I have no plans to assist him. He will just have to suffer for his transgressions. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, dead. Cool. Put down a couple little lights here. Or, you know, one light. One light is fine too. Now we can put a light there. And a light could go there. Then a light can go there. Whoops. Then a light can go there. Whoops. I wondered. I felt like I forgot to break that block. Or those blocks, rather. And I was right. I do think I have plenty of villagers. So, like, I'm not worried about that part for now. If at some point I should find myself in need of more, I can always force some reproduction without too much issue. Sir, you don't even have a job. I don't know why you're jumping into one of the cages when you don't even have a job. For that matter, I'm not sure why any of these villagers wants to be in one of these cages. I'm just gonna do that. Because that's a lot easier. I don't have to climb in. There. Bunch of cages. So then, let's grab this cauldron. Put it there. Sir? Okay. I was gonna say, you are not a leather worker. Do not go in there. Ooh. I guess after this, it's all the librarians that are left. Cool. I love that. Got him. So, yeah, it's all the librarians that are left. And that means... $18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I've only got 17 spaces. So let's do a 3-block gap. Okay. That's perfectly fine. Unfortunately, there is no real easy way to carve out this exact shape over and over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 13. 14. 15. 16. 'Oops. Ah, frick. How many is this again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? 16, 17. Okay, yeah. That does line up correct, yes. So that's 18 right there. And what I'm doing here is I am setting up a section that is specifically for the librarians. Now, I have no idea if they're going to actually come over here or not. Seem to be pretty busy congregating around the bell at the moment. So let's go ahead and move that. And they might still be busy congregating around the bell. As in, they may not go into their spots. Just at all. Because they're busy congregating around the bell at the moment. But this is fine. Because this gives me a chance to come over here and get rid of their beds so they have nowhere else to go. Because I don't know if he's actually tied to that block or not. He probably would have become tied to it. Oh my gosh. Like, once I locked him in. But right now, they are refusing to go into any of the rooms here. Oh my gosh. Get into your cage. I like that they keep walking over barely stepping up and then immediately leaving. It's like, come on, dude. Frickin' go to your workplace. We're not a newbie, right? No. Come on. We got 18 of these spots to fill, people. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm hoping that they're bonding to the lecterns anyway. I'm hoping I'm not putting these guys in here and then they're just not like bonding, you know. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh my god, they're still freaking hanging around the bell. Wait, wait. He's coming. He's in! He's coming, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. And he's in! And he's in! Come. Come take your place. Not you. You're not even a freaking, you're unemployed. I'm not here to give any new people jobs right now. At least I don't think I am. I'm seeing a couple of novices, but I do know that I have a couple of novices. Right? He's coming. He's coming. He's in. If I do two at once. He's in. If I do all of the remaining ones. You are not a librarian, sir. I am not here to give new jobs. I'm here to lock away the people who had the old jobs. Where's the frickin'... There's the bell. That said, I know that I have 3 lecterns left. But I only actually see 2 librarians out here. So I'm a little confused by this. Oh my gosh, the iron golems. That's gonna be a problem. Just these freaking golems. So did I actually have an extra librarian? That's what it's seeming like. Oh my god. Look at how many golems I have. This is ridiculous, dude. Lecterns. Come get your lecterns. Is it like the middle of the night? And so they won't come get their lecterns? It might be. Yes, I see. That was in fact the issue. But that leaves all of these villagers that do not have jobs yet. He's coming, he's coming. I mean, maybe. Okay, where the frick is the last two? Or whatever. Okay. Okay, neither of you are the freaking librarian that I already have. Where's the librarian I already have? Why are you all the way over here? You know what? This is fine. I made it work. That's all that matters. Now, there's 4 of you here. There's 1 lectern. This guy comes all the way over here to get the job. Except that then he doesn't stay in there. Got him. Okay, and with that, all of the villagers that had jobs are back at their jobs. Including 1 extra, apparently. So, what I'm gonna do from here is I'm going to grab some signs. $17, $18. And what we're going to do is depth strider 3. He has nothing. I haven't set him yet. Looting 3. Mana boost 3. Mana regen 3. Sweeping edge 3. Projectile protection 4. Fire protection 4. Blessing 10. Smite 5. Silk touch. Sharpness 5. Sir? Efficiency 5. Feather falling 4. Aqua affinity. Respiration 3. Not that we need that anymore. Fortune 3. And last but not least, Trot 4. And so now, I know all of the enchantments that they all have. And I effectively well, I'm glad the other golems didn't attack me. Just because I, accidentally attacked that one. Now I'll put the bell over there. So that they can do their own thing now. And so I have 17 more slots on this side. I can extend this out further if need be. And of course I can extend throughout this entire room. So I'm going to take this waystone, and I'm actually going to move it over here, so it's a little bit closer to where the people actually are. Got my shady wizard, I got my leather worker, got my farmer. You are, wheat, carrot. Wheat, carrot, pie. Leather worker. Shady wizard. Potato, beetroot, carrots. Potato, beetroot, gold, carrot. Cleric. Weapon smith. Carto, Grapher. Carpenter. Oak log, dark wood. Butcher. Let's see. What is it again that you do? Pork chop, rabbit, mutton, beef. Pork chop, rabbit, mutton, beef. You do white and black wool. Shepherd. Right? Shepherd. I did not realize there was an H in that word. Armor. Mason. Fletcher. Fletcher. Fisherman. And I still have one side left after all that. Cool. Okay. That was a lot. Just to say. Raw cod. Raw salmon. Oop. And don't forget the puffer fish. I have so much flint. It's not even funny. In fact, I have so much flint that I couldn't possibly trade it all even if I wanted. White wool, black wool. I see that did nothing for you. There we go. Now what we got? Banners! Because I definitely needed those. Butcher does not do flint. But he does do mutton, pork chop, rabbit, beef. That's not beef. That's beef. This guy... I guess I can buy more torches. Oak. Because we've got the oak log and the dark oak wood. Oh, I could only do one stack of each. Cartographer does paper and glass panes. So let's take our 2K sugar cane and turn it into a bunch of paper. Right, I'm just going to keep on doing this. Actually, yeah, that's more than enough for now. And level up. And green banner and light gray banner. Love it. Weaponsmith. You take flint. Cleric does not. But some extra glowstone never hurts. I don't think I actually need emerald to trade with those last few. So let's start here. Let's do some paper trades. And then let's do some bookshelf trade. Okay. Let's do some bookshelf trade. Okay. Bookshelf trade. Lantern trades are always good. Flash trades are always good. Let's do some bookshelf. Also, I guess I don't need the extra flint. I am running out of paper with which to do paper trades. Lantern trades. Ooh, he's got book trades. Hey, he's got Fortune 3 as well. But he has book trades. Which means... well, okay, that wasn't as many books as I would have liked, but it's fine. Oop, it was you. I do have more bookshelves. Expert. Alright, well, he's out of trades that I can do. Book trades. Again, these ink sac trades are getting on my nerves. But I guess with all the freaking squids that keep randomly dying around my base, but there's no reason not to All of their final trades have been this book cake. I've noticed. And now you are master. You are master. You are journeyman. Ink sacks? No ink sacks. Oh wait, yes, ink sacks. Now I'm out of ink sacks. But it's okay. We have a novice over here who thinks he's all cool because he'll sell me bookshelves. He doesn't even know that his buddies have already got freaking 30 bookshelf trades. And of course now he wants books. Because of course he does. That's a master apprentice. Lantern trades are always good. Glass trade is always good. I am using up my emeralds. Like I am gonna be out of a lot of my emeralds here pretty soon. But I'm okay with that. One, I'm getting plenty of glass. Two, I'm doing, you know, some other decent trades. This guy is so close to leveling up. But I have no other trades for him. Like, I cannot help you, sir. Maybe I can. Hang on. Yes. Now he is a master. And of course, what is his master trade? The same thing as everybody else's master trade. Journeyman, let's do some glass. You into being an expert. And then we can do some more glass. And then you'll be a master. And of course, what's your master trade? I mean, what else did you expect? You're a master. You're a novice. You have bookshelf trades. I will come back to you. You're a master. You're an apprentice. This guy is brand new. So, let's see what enchants we can get off this guy. Piercing, Curse of Vanishing, Curse of Bones. A nice high Curse of Bones wouldn't be bad. Bane of Arthropods 5. Tombstone. Luck of the Sea. Tombstone. Aqua Affinity. Decrepitude 9. Why bother with that when I can get Decrepitude 10? Flagbringer. That's not actually a very good one. Feather Falling would be good. I don't have a Feather Falling thing yet. Curse of Bones, Decrepitude, Sanctified. That wouldn't be a bad one, because it deals holy damage and heals you. Loyalty, Curse of Binding, Quick Charge, Power 5. See, I don't need a bow, so there's no point in getting that. Okay, okay. Sanctified 10. Okay. We can work with that. I don't know what that goes on. Wow, I have no paper. Okay, well, that's it for you then. Let me get the sign. And it's Sanctified 10. Cool. Back to the colony. Since it deals damage, I'm gonna guess a sword. Yes. Cool. Deal holy damage and slightly regenerate health on hitting. Interesting. Sure. We'll give it a shot. Alright, I've been busy with that. So let's do a quick check on the colony. See what everyone is up to now. I do need to upgrade this house. I'm probably only going to need to make the smoker and the stone brick stairs and the glass panes. Okay, there's several things I need. 39 stone brick stairs. Red beds, probably. And the smoker. I believe that everybody else can handle all the other stuff. Now that's the stonemason. What I want is to grab our composter person, Xavier D. Delgadillo, and hire them as our blacksmith. Once again, just the fence still just hanging there for no reason. So this is level 2. I have to still get to level 3, unfortunately. Glass. It's a good thing I have a lot of glass. Stone. I'm gonna actually need to go back to my place over here and make those stone brick stairs. I'm just gonna go ahead and make a full stack of them. The smoker they definitely don't have. They do have one bed, so I will give them 2. And what I will do is this. There's their 2 red beds. And with that, now we just need the smoker, which we already have some. Cool. Okay. That is good. That is very good. I like it. I like it a lot. We'll get our residents here upgraded to level 2 so that we can get yet another worker. At some point, I will come in and figure out what I want to do with all of this stuff so that I can clear it all out. You know, I mean, we've got the beacon and everything, so. It's nice and easy to, you know, dig right through all of this. Thankfully. And yeah, I'm using the Fortune, not the Silk Touch this time. So I'm getting cobblestone, but it's alright. Whoops. Guess that's the problem with Haste 2 and Efficiency 5, you know. You just tear through everything. I don't want to break the beacon. I kind of gotta dig around and under it, you know. There you go. And of course I need to put down some lights, but let me get down some dirt first. And, you know, this particular wand mod does not like the, the idea that dirt and grass are the same block, which is super annoying. It's fine, though. I guess. Cool. Then let me just finish up here. There we go. And now this much has been reclaimed. Well, you know what I mean. Yeah, and then, like I said, I just got to figure out how exactly I want to go about all of this. And then just kind of mine it all out, you know? So I think I will do a bit of that. I think we made some decent progress. A lot of it was, doing stuff with the villagers there. I'll admit that took up the last, like, half hour. Maybe even, like, longer than that. But it's alright. It's something that I kind of needed to get done. So I did. Just like this is something I need to eventually get done. So, a little bit at a time is better than nothing. But yeah, I think this is a good spot for us to wind things down at. So, I do hope you've all enjoyed. If you haven't yet, feel free to subscribe. Normally, I would stream these live over at twitch.tv/SereneInc. But as I said, at the beginning, my freaking sleep has been problematic. And, part of that is that, I have been changing my diet, but some of that has been simply the fact that I have chronic fatigue syndrome. And that's not fun, So. But with that, you can check the playlist if you have missed any of the videos. You can, I already mentioned twitch.tv/SereneInc, but I'll say it again. And with that, I'll see you all next time. Oh my gosh, it's 4 in the morning. I didn't even see that. It's 5 in the morning, actually. It's 4:50. Right? I'm looking at the right clock? Yes. Okay. See you later.